Now, you got black folk on the internet, this SARA SUTEN SETI nigga.
Hey. Yeah.
You don't want me to get SARA SUTEN SETI?
No, we ain't gonna stop. We ain't holding up on none of them. SARA SUTEN SETI out of Detroit, this Black Power cartel, this big loudmouth nigga. Let him have it, Phillip.
I'm just saying, go YouTube his ignorant ass. And what he's doing is he's taking the frustrations of our people, the real life suffering, emotional problems that we have underneath this white supremacist beast, and he's playing on our emotions and he's confusing the issue. And so you got revolutionary but gangster. RBG. How in the hell can you be revolutionary and gangster? You either or. Now, in my book, I got, will the real gangsters please stand up? See, we cannot be gangsters. We don't even need to be revolutionary. See, you talking that shit. You want to know a revolutionary? A revolutionary is one of them Palestinian children that run around with flip-flops and a kufi throwing rocks at tanks. Now, for all you YouTube niggas, everybody on Facebook laughing and joking, talking about the struggle and talking about some ethereal bullshit, the science of God, the deep wisdom, the prolific science of time, and how fast speed travels, speed of light travels and sound, and the 12 scientists and all that shit. That's good. But we have to consider the time that we live in today and what must be done. See, it's a time where you got to say, okay, based on what we already know, it's no longer time to keep pontificating, building, breaking down, getting into the high science of shit. Now it's time to show and prove and take what we say we already know and put it to work. But you got this nigga SARA SUTEN SETI, and you got this dude Natural Tahuti, who every time he opens his mouth, he's banging on the FOI, he's banging on Farrakhan. What is he doing? The voice of the people is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The program for our people is the Nation of Islam, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So when you bang against Farrakhan, you're really operating on the auspices and behest of the 10% bloodsucker. I don't give a damn how much you scream Egypt. Newsflash, Egypt lost. Egypt was conquered. Whatever sciences Egypt had, it lost. Newsflash. There's bases in Saudi Arabia. That's Mecca. Guess what? They lost. They couldn't keep white folks out of their business. Africa, what country? All of the countries, they lost. You got niggas in Nigeria speaking French.
Go ahead.
No, wait. They lost.
Hey, listen.
We don't look back. We look at our present time leadership, and that leadership is Farrakhan.
That's right. Now, that's what time it is. Now, look, some of y'all that got y'all name called. Okay, Lions Out the Cage gave y'all 5 minutes of fame, and that's about all the time.
You got a problem. See you, nigga.
Go ahead. Real talk. We gave you fired up. We gave you 5 minutes of fame. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really some nondescript dudes who really don't matter anyway. But you know, we've been holding back on you for quite a long time. And we ain't doing it no more. You know, Lions Out the Cage, and, you know, we'll be in your city and wherever, and, you know, we telling you pointedly that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, is the only game in town and the only salvation for our people that's righteously going to get us where we need to be. So what I'm saying in totality is stop the foolishness. Now, I got a question for y'all. Since you say you revolutionary but gangster, come on, really, let's look at it. What's gangster? I want to, you know, one of the most unlikely answers that I heard a hip-hop artist / movie star respond to this question when asked that. It was Will Smith, who also backs and supports the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Will Smith, dude said, you know, how is it, he was asking in the interview, how is it that you make these hip-hop albums and you don't cuss or talk about guns, drugs, and violence in your music, but yet you sell multiple albums? He said, amongst all of these other rappers who are gangster rappers, Will Smith answered the question. He said, well, what's gangster? He said, how many women you got? He said, Jada. He said, how much money you got? He said, my last check for Independence Day came on a flatbed. He said, how many guns you got? He said, I got a gun range at my house. He said, how many cars you got? He said, my front yard looks like a showroom. Now, this is a brother, he's doing what he's got to do, and he's doing it systematically and doing it to get his money. That's gangster, when you can righteously, without causing harm to your brother or sister, get the things that you need to have a successful life. You say you gangster, but we're not doing nothing to challenge and oppose our open enemy. We just run our mouth and do it in a twisted way to where it's going to cause other people to get harmed. You're more of a problem than a solution for anything. So, you know, we're going to put a cap on all that tonight. And if it don't end tonight, like Brother Phillip said, you can see us wherever you want to see us. And, you know what I'm saying, we could discuss it, or we can really get into what they call gangster shit. It's simple as that, man. Farrakhan is what time it is, and the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know, and if you can't get with it, stop leading our people astray with this foolishness. Tell them to go pick up some guns. Your enemy is, what they say, live by the sword, die by the sword.